Most people believe all fruits are healthy, but after 60, that's not always true. Some fruits can actually spike your blood sugar just like a can of soda, or quietly trigger inflammation that stiffens your joints and slows your metabolism. What's surprising is that a few of the worst ones are exactly the fruits many older adults eat every single morning, thinking they're helping their heart and digestion. If you've ever enjoyed a bowl of fruit salad or a glass of orange juice for breakfast and then felt heavy, tired, or even bloated afterward, there's a reason, and it has nothing to do with age alone. After 60, your body simply handles sugar differently. Your metabolism slows, insulin becomes less efficient, and even the natural sugar in fruit can hit harder than it used to. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up fruit to stay healthy. You just need to choose smarter ones. The right fruits can protect your heart, your memory, and your joints, while keeping your blood sugar steady through the day. The wrong ones, however, can quietly raise your blood pressure, add stubborn belly fat, or worsen arthritis pain without you noticing. In this video, we're going to uncover the 4 fruits you should never touch after 60, the ones that secretly stress your body, and the 4 doctor-approved fruits you absolutely should eat every day to support energy, digestion, and long-term health. These insights come straight from nutrition research, simplified so you can apply them easily. Just imagine waking up with less stiffness, more clarity, and steady energy that lasts all day simply because you swapped a few fruits on your plate. That's the small change we'll make together today. So grab a warm cup of tea and stay with me until the end, because each fruit on this list comes with a reason you've probably never heard before. And near the end, I'll share a simple 7-day fruit reset plan to help you balance sugar and inflammation naturally. This is Senior Vic Health, where we make health simple, practical, and science-backed for people who've earned the right to live smarter, not harder. Let's begin with the first hidden fruit trap that might surprise you. Many of us grew up believing that fruit sugar is natural and therefore harmless. But once we reach 60, our bodies change in quiet ways that make certain fruits behave more like desserts than health foods. Let's start with one of the most loved grapes. They look innocent, tiny, and refreshing, right? But one small cup of grapes packs about 23 grams of sugar, almost the same as half a can of soda. Because grapes are soft and fiber light, that sugar rushes into your bloodstream within minutes. For someone whose insulin sensitivity has declined with age, that means a quick spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash that leaves you tired and hungry again. If you often feel drowsy after snacking on grapes, that's your body telling you it's overwhelmed. Next up, the tropical favorite mangoes. Sweet, juicy, and irresistible. Yet one ripe mango can contain more than 45 grams of natural sugar. When we were younger, our bodies could handle that. But after 60, high fructose fruits like mangoes tend to raise triglycerides, the fats that build up in the liver and around the belly. Over time, that can mean higher blood pressure, stubborn weight gain, and more joint inflammation. Now, I'm not saying you can never enjoy these fruits again. It's about how often and how much. Instead of eating a whole bowl, think of them as an occasional treat, a few grapes sprinkled into plain yogurt, or a few slices of mango with a handful of nuts to slow sugar absorption. Here's what's happening inside your body. After 60, the pancreas produces insulin more slowly, and your muscles don't soak up sugar as quickly as before. So when you eat a fruit that's high in sugar but low in fiber, that glucose builds up in your bloodstream. The body converts the excess into fat, especially around the midsection, which then raises the risk for type 2 diabetes and heart strain. You may have noticed subtle signs: feeling sleepy after lunch, needing a nap, or finding your belly just won't shrink despite eating healthy. That's the sugar trap at work. It's sneaky because it hides behind foods we're told are good for us. Here's the empowering part. When you simply swap high sugar fruits for slower, fiber-rich ones like berries or apples, your blood sugar curve flattens out within days. You'll feel steadier energy, fewer cravings, and even notice clearer thinking. A simple trick: pair every fruit with protein or fat. For example, enjoy half an apple with a spoon of peanut butter, or a handful of blueberries stirred into Greek yogurt. The fat and protein act like a speed bump, slowing the sugar rush so your body can process it gently. If you've been wondering why your healthy fruit breakfast sometimes leaves you sluggish, this is why. The solution isn't less fruit, it's smarter fruit. Coming up next, we'll look at another group of fruits that can quietly cause acid reflux, tooth wear, and joint pain, even though they seem light and refreshing. That's our next section, acid and inflammation, the fruits that hurt your joints. We've just talked about fruits that raise your blood sugar, but there's another silent issue many people over 60 face: inflammation, that dull ache in your knees when you stand up, the stiffness in your hands in the morning, or that burning feeling in your stomach after a meal. These can all be worsened by the very fruits we think are helping us. Let's start with a surprising one, pineapple. It's tropical, fragrant, and packed with vitamin C, so it sounds like a superfood. But here's the catch. Pineapple is extremely acidic and rich in bromelain, an enzyme that can irritate sensitive stomachs. For younger people, this isn't usually a big deal, but for older adults, especially those who take medications or have mild gastritis, that extra acid can lead to heartburn, bloating, or even inflammation of the stomach lining. You might also notice sore gums or mouth irritation after eating too much of it. Then we have oranges, and by extension, orange juice. They're loaded with vitamin C, but also one of the most acidic fruits you can find. The problem isn't the fruit itself, it's how we eat it. When you drink orange juice instead of eating the whole orange, you lose nearly all the fiber and get a direct hit of sugar and acid at once. Over time, that acid can erode tooth enamel, making teeth sensitive and weak. It can also irritate joints and digestive tissues because chronic acidity subtly fuels inflammation. If you've ever felt your stomach burn a bit after a morning juice or noticed your knees ache more after a few citrus-heavy days, that's not your imagination. It's your body's way of saying, "Hey, this feels too sharp for me right now." Now, here's what's going on behind the scenes. As we age, the protective lining of the stomach becomes thinner, and saliva, which helps neutralize acid, is produced in smaller amounts. The body becomes less able to buffer acid naturally, so foods that used to be fine suddenly start to feel harsh. But you don't have to give up flavor. The trick is balance. Try mixing pineapple chunks with creamy yogurt to neutralize the acid, or replace orange juice with a slice of kiwi or apple. Both are rich in vitamin C but much gentler on your stomach. Another tip: always rinse your mouth with water. After eating acidic fruits, it helps protect your teeth and gums. If joint pain or reflux have been bothering you lately, cutting down on overly acidic fruits can bring relief within days. Combine that with anti-inflammatory choices, like papaya or blueberries, and you'll notice the difference quickly. So while pineapple and oranges may look bright and refreshing, for those of us over 60, too much of them can do more harm than good. A few small swaps can mean less stiffness, calmer digestion, and a happier gut. Up next, we're flipping the script. We've covered the worst fruits. Now it's time for the heroes. In the next section, you'll discover the 4 powerful fruits you should eat daily to boost energy, protect your memory, and keep your joints younger from the inside out. Now that we've talked about the fruits that secretly drain your energy, it's time to shift the focus to the ones that truly feed your body, the fruits that help you stay sharp, strong, and steady after 60. These are the fruits that bring your blood sugar down gently, calm inflammation, and nourish every part of you from the inside out. Think of them as nature's daily medicine, simple, delicious, and powerful. Let's start with one of the greatest allies for your brain: blueberries. They might be tiny, but they're full of powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins, which protect your brain cells from aging and support memory and focus. Studies from Harvard and Tufts University found that older adults who eat blueberries several times a week perform better on memory and coordination tests. They're also low in sugar and rich in fiber, which means your energy stays steady instead of spiking and crashing. The best part: you don't need much, just a small handful stirred into oatmeal. Greek yogurt or a smoothie can help keep your brain young and your body balanced. Next, we have the humble apple. Simple, familiar, and quietly healing. Apples are packed with soluble fiber, especially pectin, which lowers cholesterol, improves digestion, and feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut. That gut balance is crucial because it affects everything from inflammation to mood. When you eat an apple with the skin on, you're giving your body a gentle cleanse that supports heart health and keeps digestion regular. And unlike tropical fruits, apples have a low glycemic index, meaning they won't spike your blood sugar. Just one crisp apple a day, maybe a Granny Smith or Fuji, can make a real difference over time. The third hero on the list is papaya. This soft, orange fruit is a blessing for anyone who struggles with bloating or constipation. Papaya contains papain, a natural enzyme that helps break down protein, making digestion smoother. It's also rich in vitamins A and C, which support immune health, protect your eyes, and reduce inflammation in the joints. Eating a few cubes of ripe papaya after lunch can soothe your stomach and help your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. And if you've ever had days when you feel heavy after eating, papaya can help bring back that light, comfortable feeling. And finally, there's kiwi, small, green, and quietly extraordinary. Kiwi has more vitamin C than an orange, yet it's much gentler on your stomach. It's also one of the only fruits that naturally contains serotonin, the calm hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. In fact, research shows that people who eat kiwi before bed sleep better and wake up more refreshed. It also supports your immune system, helps your digestion, and provides a sweet finish to the day without too much sugar. What's wonderful about these four fruits: blueberries, apples, papaya, and kiwi, is how they work together like a team. Blueberries protect your brain, apples care for your heart, papaya comforts your gut, and kiwi strengthens your immunity and sleep. Together, they cover nearly every major system your body needs to age well. Here's an easy way to remember them. B-R-P-K, blueberry, apple, papaya, kiwi. You can have one type each day or mix two together for variety. For example, start your morning with Greek yogurt and blueberries. Have an apple with a handful of almonds at midday. Enjoy a few pieces of papaya in the afternoon, and end your day with one ripe kiwi before bed. These small habits add up to stable blood sugar, smoother digestion, and energy that lasts from sunrise to sunset. The goal isn't to follow a strict plan, it's to make smarter, kinder choices for your body. These fruits are easy to find, affordable, and gentle enough to eat every day. They're proof that simple food, chosen wisely, can be as powerful as any supplement. So next time you're walking through the grocery store, remember this: after 60, sweetness isn't the only thing that matters. Look for color, fiber, and calmness, the kind of food that works with your body, not against it. Because healthy aging isn't about restriction, it's about wisdom. And every bite of these fruits is a small act of self-care your future self will thank you for. Up next, we'll take a short pause, and then I'll share a quick message on how your support helps us bring these science-backed health tips to more people just like you. If you're finding this helpful so far, if it's making you rethink the fruits you eat every day, take a quick second to support this channel. Just tap the like button below so YouTube knows this is the kind of health information worth sharing with more people over 60. And while you're here, tell me in the comments, what's your favorite fruit? And did any of today's bad or good ones surprise you? I love reading your stories. They help shape what we talk about next. And of course, if you haven't already, hit subscribe to Senior Vic Health. Every week we bring you simple, science-backed tips to keep your heart, joints, and energy strong without complicated diets or endless supplements. All right, let's get back to the good stuff and see exactly how to build your perfect fruit routine for the week ahead. Now that you know which fruits can quietly drain your energy and which ones truly support your health, let's put everything together into one simple, realistic routine. Something you can start tomorrow morning without changing your entire lifestyle. I like to call it the 7-day fruit reset plan. It's not a diet. It's a rhythm. A small shift that helps your body find balance again. Here's how it works. Each day, you'll follow a natural flow that keeps your blood sugar steady, calms inflammation, and supports digestion and sleep. Start your morning with fruits that give you energy without the sugar crash, like blueberries or half a kiwi. Mix them with Greek yogurt or oatmeal for protein and fiber. This combination fuels your brain, keeps your stomach happy, and gives you smooth, steady energy instead of that mid-morning slump. Around midday, go for a crisp apple. Eat it with the skin on. That's where most of the fiber and antioxidants live. You can pair it with a few almonds or walnuts to make it more satisfying. This little habit helps your heart, lowers cholesterol, and prevents those something sweet cravings after lunch. In the afternoon, when you might usually reach for cookies or juice, switch to a small bowl of ripe papaya. It's naturally sweet but gentle on your stomach, and the enzyme papain helps you digest your lunch better. If you enjoy a bit of tang, add a squeeze of lime. It keeps the vitamins fresh and adds a bright flavor without adding sugar. And for the evening, try one kiwi about an hour before bed. This small fruit is rich in vitamin C, fiber, and serotonin, the calm chemical that helps you sleep deeply and wake up feeling refreshed. For many people, this one change can improve sleep within a few nights. This plan is simple, but it works because it follows your body's natural rhythm. You're not cutting things out. You're choosing foods that work with your metabolism instead of against it. Within a week, you'll likely notice lighter mornings, steadier energy, better digestion, and even less stiffness in your joints. To make it even more effective, pair every fruit with protein or a little healthy fat. It slows down how fast sugar enters your bloodstream and keeps you full longer. And remember to stay hydrated. Water helps your body process natural fruit sugars more easily. When you're shopping, pick fruits that are rich in color, dark blues, reds, greens, and oranges. The deeper the color, the higher the antioxidants. Those are the nutrients that protect your heart, brain, and skin from aging. If you like tracking progress, try writing down how you feel each day of the reset. You'll start noticing patterns. Maybe you're less bloated after meals, or your energy lasts longer through the afternoon. These small improvements are your body's way of saying thank you. The 7-day fruit reset isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. It's about replacing sugar spikes with stability and fatigue with calm, clean energy. You're giving your body the simple tools it needs to feel good again. So give it a try. Start tomorrow. Small steps like this have a way of creating big change, especially when they come from kindness to yourself. Up next, we'll bust a few common myths about fruit. The kind of advice that sounds healthy but can actually do more harm than good. There are so many myths about fruit ideas that sound healthy but can quietly lead us in the wrong direction. So before we wrap up, let's clear up a few of the most common ones I hear from people over 60. The first myth is that bananas are bad for people with diabetes. That's not exactly true. Yes, bananas have natural sugar, but when eaten in moderation, especially when they're still slightly green or just turning yellow, they contain something called resistant starch. That starch acts like fiber, slowing down sugar absorption and keeping you full longer. So, half a banana with a spoon of peanut butter or a handful of nuts is perfectly fine for most people, even if you're watching your blood sugar. The second myth is that fruit juice is just as healthy as eating whole fruit. This one's tricky because it feels healthy after all. It's just fruit, right? But here's the problem. When you juice fruit, you remove almost all the fiber. What's left is a concentrated hit of sugar that goes straight into your bloodstream. A glass of orange juice can contain the sugar of 3 or 4 oranges, but none of the fiber that slows it down. So whenever possible, eat your fruit whole, or if you enjoy juice, dilute it with water and limit it to a small glass. The third myth is that frozen fruit isn't as healthy as fresh fruit. That one's completely false. In fact, frozen fruit is often picked at its peak ripeness and frozen immediately, locking in the vitamins and antioxidants. It's a great, affordable option when fresh fruit is out of season, and it makes smoothies even better. Just check the label to make sure there's no added sugar or syrup. Another question I get a lot is, can I eat fruit at night? The answer is yes. Just be mindful of portion and timing. Having a small serving of kiwi or a few blueberries an hour before bed can even help you sleep better. What matters most is balance, not the clock. The key takeaway is this: fruit isn't the enemy. confusion is. Once you know which fruits serve your body best, you can enjoy them freely and confidently. So don't fear fruit. Choose it wisely. Eat it mindfully. And let it support your body the way nature intended. And now that we've busted the biggest myths, let's bring everything together with a quick recap. Your easy, memorable checklist for smarter fruit choices after 60. So let's bring everything together. If you've stayed with me until now, you already know the truth about fruit after 60. Some fruits that look innocent can quietly raise your blood sugar, store fat around your belly, or irritate your joints, while others can do the exact opposite, healing you from the inside out, keeping your mind sharp and your heart strong. Let's make it simple. The 4 fruits to be careful with are grapes, mangoes, pineapple, and oranges. Grapes and mangoes pack more sugar than most people realize. Pineapple and oranges may seem refreshing, but their acid can hurt your stomach and teeth over time. You don't have to give them up forever. Just enjoy them occasionally and in small amounts. And then there are the 4 fruits you should welcome every single day. Your real allies after 60. Blueberries to protect your brain and memory. Apples to support your heart and digestion. Papaya to calm your stomach and ease inflammation. And kiwi to boost immunity and help you sleep better at night. These simple choices can make an enormous difference in how you feel, move, and rest. Together, these 8 fruits create a simple map for aging. Well, eat more of what heals, less of what drains. It's not about restriction or guilt. It's about wisdom. You've spent decades taking care of others. Now it's time to take care of yourself with knowledge that works with your body, not against it. Every small swap matters. Tomorrow morning, when you open your fridge, reach for the fruits that love you back. Trade orange juice for a crisp apple. Choose a handful of blueberries instead of grapes. Let these small, smart choices build a healthier rhythm that carries you through the day with energy, clarity, and calm. If this video has helped you see your health a little differently, take a second to tap the like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more people who deserve to feel their best at 60 and beyond. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your favorite fruit? And did any of today's facts surprise you? Your stories inspire not just me, but everyone in this community. And of course, if you haven't yet, subscribe to Senior Vic Health. Every week, we simplify the science so you can live stronger, sleep better, and age with confidence. No fads, no confusion, just clear, gentle guidance that works. Remember, it's never too late to nourish your body with wisdom. Stay curious, stay kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.